new topic for today. I want to talk about how important it is to have gear. I know there might be other YouTube videos out there, but personally, I want to talk to those who watch my videos. Honestly, to me, gear is really important. Super important, because I got a family and I'm the feeder of the family, so if I'm out, you know, my family's gonna suffer. So, what does gear do? First off and foremost, number one, it saves your life. If you low side, if you fall off the bike, your gear has paddings. It has paddings in the elbows, it has paddings in the knees. It has paddings. That's the actual suit. You know, depending on what suit you get, thicker or thinner paddings, whatever, you know. So, a helmet saves the most important part of your head. Most important part of your head. Most important part of your body. That's what happens when you're doing something and saying another thing. So it saves your head. You know, if you wreck and if you hit a car with your head, you're automatically dead, especially if you're going like 50 miles an hour. There's very, very slim chance of you surviving. No cars, let's go this way. So, make sure you have a helmet. You know, I disrespect the people who ride a bike that don't have helmets. I strongly encourage them to go and buy a helmet. And gear, if they don't have gear. So get a helmet, get gear. Gloves, how are you gonna stop from scraping the ground if you don't have gloves? You need something to protect your arms. That's number one for gear. It's protection. Protection. Number two, it sometimes gets cold, especially if you're riding in the morning like I do. You're gonna get cold, and you're gonna get cold fast, especially your hands. Even with my gloves, if I ride too long, my gloves save me. Like, I take my gloves off, my hands are a tad cold, but man, if I didn't have my gloves, I would probably lose my hands to frostbite. It gets pretty cold, because that's number one, unless you have shields. If you have shields here, then you're fine. But I doubt any sport bike has shields, like air shields. So, that's number two. Also, if you're gonna get wet or you're gonna go winter riding, it helps. The reason I say that gear helps to protect you is because I've seen videos where people crash, and I've seen the aftermath of what happens when you crash on a bike. Even when you low side, you're gonna scrape your skin. And I know one personal YouTuber that I follow, and it's Dude Dan. He had a motorcycle accident. It was just, you can watch this video. I'll leave a link in the bio for his video. But awesome. But yeah, so in his video he shows what happened to him, and I can go off that. Also, I used to ride four-wheelers when I was a kid, and I had a 110cc little quad. I mean, 110cc, you're not gonna get far on a 110cc. But I was riding out in a designated area to ride, and where I usually ride, and I went along and went down a hill. It's a gravel road and it's downhill. You know, I always went down that right before I go home, but this time I went down that hill and some truck tried to get up that hill, peeled out and caused the ditch, and so I hit that ditch, flipped off the four-wheeler. It was maybe 8 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour at the most, but I fell off and I damaged my knees really badly. And so after that, I wore long pants always, and I had knee pads. Gear is number one. Don't ever go riding without gear. Oh, nice little Yamaha. Yeah! Like, comment, subscribe, and share.